Y'all got time to be laughing and giggling and we just lost to Central by 3 touchdowns? Everybody on the line right now. Every man, woman, child, or beast on the line immediately. Michael.
Yes, Coach?
Everybody out here has on white socks. Why do you have on blue and white striped socks? Everybody on the line.
Hey, Coach, how am I supposed to get up to the linebacker?
Don't ask me no questions, son. Everybody on the line.
Oh, man. Hey, Coach, can I have something to drink?
What did I just say?
Come on, man. He just said don't ask no questions.
Line!
Man.
Terrence.
Yes, Coach?
What were you late to school for today, son?
I was sick. I got a doctor's excuse from my doctor and
Okay.
my mom. Yeah.
Michael, why were you late to school today? On the line.
Mike, come on, man.
Whose man
is this?
I didn't even say nothing.
You look like you was about to say something. You saying something now? Get on that line.
Now, Coach, watch this. I said play on 2. Watch this.
Hot. Man, Jerry jump off sides every time. Man, watch, you gonna make us run. Watch.
Everybody on the hot dog line.
Man, I told y'all.
Whoa. That's not how I want it. See, the 3-step drop back should look like this. Oh, everybody laughing and keep keying. Let's see how much y'all laugh when y'all get on that line. Everybody on the line. Nope, that's not how I want it. Hey, Coach, sorry I was late. Hey, but I was only late for 1 minute. Only 1 minute, huh? How many players on this team? 63. How many coaches? 10. Now add that up. 73. You took a minute away from 73 people. So, you weren't just a minute late. You were 73 minutes late. And guess what? Y'all got 73 sprints. Everybody right now on the line.
Come on, man. 73, dog.
Y'all got time to be laughing and giggling and we just lost to Central by 3 touchdowns? Everybody on the line right now.
Building, man. Hey, check it out, man. It's your boy, Coach Booker, man. It's middle school sports talk, period, man. We're just gonna talk sports, man. On pop it up, we're gonna chop it up about what's going on around the city, man. Whether it's middle school, high school, youth football, we're gonna chop it up like we typically do, man. But first of all, I'd like to thank everybody, man. Man, subscribers, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that follow. Come on, man. It's very, very simple, man. Just go to YouTube, hit subscribe. Come on. How easy is that? And guess how much it's costing you? Nothing. It's costing you nothing, man. But we like to we appreciate everybody who's already done it, man. Shared our content, man. Follows us, man. We could not do this without you, man. We wouldn't be motivated without you, man. So we think, yeah. Who'll be here every week? Wait a minute. It's your boy, Coach Wash,
What it do? Can you hear me?
Coach Wash in the building, man, live. And man, hey, man. How you doing?
Boy, it's been a long one. Been a long, bro.
Been a long
long season.
Man, you know what? It happens like that sometimes, man. You just, hey, man, the ball, sometimes when you think that ball gonna bounce in your hand,
it don't bounce.
It bouncing somebody else.
Yep. But we got more problems outside of football hurting our team, supersede.
Oh man. More problems than football. You gotta clean that up, Coach.
I mean, you gotta
clean that up.
You gotta be at school. You have to be able to be at school to play. Suspensions I mean, you got to have your character together, man, to play. And
It's going down like that.
yeah, man, it's just you know, just that has been a big problem.
Word.
We had the injuries, and then now we facing other stuff. So I've never dealt with it like this. You know, I've dealt with a couple here and there, but not like this season. This been something different.
Really.
So yeah.
You ain't been able to dive into it, man, and talk to the boys, man, because sometimes that's what they need, man.
And you
They
can
need
talk to some kids, bro, but like I tell people, these ain't the same kids like when we first started coaching back in the day before your son. I'm talking about them kids before our kids were playing.
Yeah.
You know, before
Well,
our
you
kids
know,
were playing.
yeah,
It's a
man.
different type of kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they not the same like that, bro.
It's definitely a different type of kid out there,
They're a
man.
different type of kid, bro. You try to talk to them and guide them. You got to still do that, but these kids now sometimes, I don't know, they different, Booker. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
you try to guide them and talk to them, and
What do you think it? What do you think it is? Is it you think it's the parenting? Do you think is having young parents, having fathers that's
I
just
think
not there? I
I just
mean,
think. I mean, I'm probably not the only coach going through, and I see it in youth too. I'm talking to everybody. I think it all starts at the house,
yeah,
parenting,
for sure.
and then I think I spoke about this on one of my podcasts. Um, I think a lot of our young black youth, and I'm talking about girls and boys.
Right.
A lot of them are in trouble not having that father figure there. I think that is a real important piece, bro. I just been looking at this for like 2 years, just looking like, you know, you can tell the ones that don't, man.
Right.
And not all. I want to everybody say I'm putting every kid like that into a box, but a lot of them, you know, not having them two parents and that father figure, bro. That
So
really is
how
really
does
got
how
the
does it
kids messed
impact
up.
them, though? How does it impact them when you say the father figure is not there? What's the impact though?
The impact, man, is being able to take instructions, take some instructions, take somebody getting on you without thinking everybody's trying to hurt your feelings. You know, you try to dig into them, you know, you got to treat them all a little different, but being
right?
able to take constructive criticism
Yeah.
from a man, and a lot of pouting and whining,
Oh yeah, there's a lot of that.
a lot of pouting and whining, man. Just
Not to take anything from the single mom who
no,
does
this
who
ain't
does an awesome job. You know what I
no,
mean? Things
but
happen. You
things
know,
happen. This is we talking about something else
right?
besides them.
Different ball game.
This is something else, and it's going beyond. It's going beyond sports too, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
It's happening in the schoolhouse. I mean, and people are like, nah, you know what you're talking about. Yes, I do, man, because I'm sitting there watching these same kids, and I'm checking on myself. You know, I just been checking the list, like single
So are they
parent,
developing these
dad's not
characters?
around. You
Are
know,
they
and I'm not saying
developing?
all the kids who dad not around is acting crazy. I'm not saying that, but
Right.
it's
So what are they
it's
developing?
becoming an issue.
This is okay to quit.
Yeah,
Um,
okay to quit. Don't know how to take constructive criticism. Um, I had one kid, man, just cussed me out like a dog, bro. And we got rid of him. And then he act like it was all right. And assumed I was gonna drop him off and take him home.
oh yeah.
Yeah, I was like, nah, you got it messed up, bro. Like, it's consequences.
Right.
You know, you gotta learn how to control yourself. You gotta learn how to control yourself, your emotions, not in check, and it's consequences, man. And a lot of kids, I don't know if they even looking at the consequences. Somebody telling them about the consequences. And I know how it is, man. Mom's working hard, going to work, providing the roof over their head.
Yeah.
But you could tell.
Yeah, you can tell, man.
You could tell.
Yeah, and kids don't. And you're right about it. Kids, we have them. Everyone has them, I'm sure, as they try to coach up these kids that just don't have the mental fortitude to be able to handle discipline coming from a man. If they don't have anything like that consistently in their life, then it's almost like it kind of traumatizes them. Cool. It kind of traumatizes them, the fact that when a coach Washington, who's an old school discipline, up in your face, as a matter of fact, son, this is what we're doing. It's kind of traumatizes them. Not to take anything away from mom, because mom is great, and I'm sure mom put it down her way, but ain't nothing like dad putting it down, right? Because dad can have a totally different conversation. He has a different voice. You know what I'm saying? And then at the end of the day, he has a different perspective as a man on, what it should look like.
How you should conduct yourself, how you should talk.
As you try to compete, on the field, how you should conduct yourself as a young man in the classroom, how you should conduct yourself as a young man in the classroom, how you should treat young ladies, how you're supposed to, what kind of strength, they give them that strength and that confidence to be a man, right? And then once they get on that football field, hey man, they gotta have some thick skin, man, when they're facing these old school coaches, man. The old school coaches, new school coaches. I think some of the new school coaches are soft too. So I'm gonna just keep it real. They not like us. That's the new
Then I had a group of kids, man. We were just having a conversation because we do pregame meals. So we having a little conversation at pregame meals, man. I talked to them for like 30 minutes. And we were just talking about life, like how to conduct yourself around certain people. You can't control your environment now. How your financial situations. You're a child, you have no control of that. But you're trying to prepare yourself so when you get older, you're going to be able to control how you want to live, the lifestyle, how you want to live, where you want to live, the type of life, the education you want for yourself to get the things you want. And we were just, man, I talked to them kids about 30 minutes, man. We just talked about life, how to carry yourself, thinking outside the box, like how some of your teammates view you when you do certain things, how they looking at you, how they view you, because they're going home to their big houses and living a life. And that's my friend. Okay, how many times you don't been over their house? How many times they don't invited you over there? How many times they don't invited you over there? Breaking down stuff like that, man. Just trying to get them to see it from another view. We had a great conversation. Then them same kids I talked to, they end up having they balled out, had a good game, man. But it's just when you got when you got more than one and you dealing with them, and then you counting on them, and I ain't taking nothing from that. Like I say, when we lose, anything happen, I'm gonna take the loss. I didn't get you prepared. It was my fault. I'm gonna always take the blame.
Right.
For a loss. I tell my kids, I'm gonna keep taking the blame, but I'm gonna keep
I
accepting it. But at the same time, now you gotta ask yourself,
the hell with that.
What did you do today? Like,
hey, listen,
it was plain and simple. It wasn't the coaches, you know what I'm saying, today, but I'm gonna take that blame because that's my job. That's part of my job.
Nah, hell no. Hey, coach. Okay, cool.
To get it prepared. Somebody do.
Hey, coach. First of all, let's go back to one thing. What about them pregame meals? Y'all out there where that money is. when our boys they be hungry. When they go out there, they
That's
be
what I
hungry.
told him. I said,
Hey,
maybe
listen.
we need to stop doing these pregame
Hey,
meals.
listen. That's
Everybody
the
come
problem.
over here is
But,
hungry,
hey,
getting off the bus. So
hey,
maybe we
listen
don't
here.
need to do no more pregame meals.
You know what my kids tell me before the game, Coach. Can you go by the corner store real quick? Give me some chips or something, some Skittles. Hey, we be hungry. Hey, listen here. Pre-game meal, what y'all eating over there, Coach?
Man, it depends on what day.
Chick-fil-A
Subs,
sandwiches and stuff like that.
like we get subs. The parents bring in like Gatorades. They got snacks. Like they might get a granola, might get chips. You might get subs. One of the parents might come in, grill, cook them hot dogs. They might get pizza slices.
Oh hell,
you know, things like that. It's like high school. You know, they going through the how they would do in high school to get ready.
Right.
And
So
sometimes I just tell them, I don't think y'all appreciate it.
Yeah,
y'all
right.
Normal.
That's what I'm talking about. And then you go out there.
Normal. You think this is normal, but everybody we playing getting out of school at 4:15, getting off that bus hungry, and they coming over with a hungry mentality.
Right.
So you know, but like I was saying, Booker, it's just that thing been on my mind, man, for a couple weeks. Like the state of our kids, these young kids, not just the boys in particular, but girls too. Like all these fights that be going on, and all these fights in school, at practice, they be irritated. You know, they act like, the girls, the boys, they be acting like you don't done something to them. They, unable to control their emotions and really communicate. Like I be like, verbalize it, bro. Get it out. What you want to get out. You have to be able to verbalize it and communicate. And then from moving there, we can get to the issue. But
I mean, some kids have the number one thing for young adult men is they do have a problem expressing themselves, and that's all men. Typically, that's a form of weakness. You know that. Come on, that's one of our, unfortunately, that's one of our a lot of men's characteristics. Not being able to express themselves because they feel like that's a form of weakness or whatever. Honestly, for me, I think it's a setback for you as a man. I don't think you'll ever man up with yourself if you can't really ever express yourself. How do you get it out? I think when you can't express yourself, it becomes very toxic. You what you hold when you internalizing so many things, because men, we suffer we suffer in silence. It'd be some stuff that we want to get out. We stay in pain in silence, right? And we gotta I try to teach my kids, both of my kids, my boys, and let it out, man. Let it out, man. Because if you keep something in, if you keep that stuff in, it becomes toxic, man. It erodes
from the inside out,
and it creates, a lot of stuff, like the stuff that they do in school, in them class. They become explosive, and they don't know how to shift that negative energy, right? They don't know
then
how
they go into the self-defense. Your self-defense is
always
argue and I want to fight.
Yeah, they want to argue, they want to fight, they talk to young ladies any kind of way, they talk to teachers any kind of way. But then when you get on the football field,
they don't say none of that. You
soft as a bag of damn cotton. You can't bust a grape.
Won't say nothing. Nothing.
You know what I'm saying?
Mom's the word.
But at the end of the day, though, you, me, Hawk, all these young coaches out here that inspire to be coaches, or coaches that inspire to be coaches and leaders, whatever, we got to take that moment. And I've said this before. We got to take that moment when it's not just about football, right? Because we don't know where a kid's mental health is on a day-to-day basis. Like we said, if you put them in a safe space by having those intimate conversations, you got to make them feel safe to speak to you, to talk to you, right? To open up to you. Because sometimes when a kid sometimes when a kid is not playing up to his potential, or we know it's there, we've seen flashes of it, that could be the one thing that they need to unlock. Being able to talk about something that may be personally happening to them in their homes, off the field. They may be faced with a lot of different challenges that kids are being faced with in the streets, and they feel like they don't have an outlet, or they have the outlet, but maybe they don't feel safe. They scared to talk, right? So we as coaches, we can't be so unapproachable and barbaric. You know what I'm saying? We can't always have that barbaric mindset when we out there coaching. Sometimes you got to be able to have that discernment that something might be wrong with little Johnny. Little Johnny, we might need to talk to Johnny, bro. Little Johnny might be some stuff going on in the crib. You know what I'm saying? So, we can't. The kids go through a lot, man. The number one is mental health is plaguing our community, bro. African American community. I don't think it's natural for an African American kid at 13 and 14 years old to pick up a gun and just shoot and kill somebody. That shit, you know what I mean? Like, where's it coming from? Because I always talked about this. You were okay, so you got this cute little kid, this little boy, 2 years old, 3 years old, 4 years old, 5, 6. He's playing sports and he's just being a normal kid, right? And he has the normal personality of a kid. What the hell happens at 12?
It's that 7th
13
10th grade year, man. You got
where do they pick that stuff up from? That has to be, unfortunately, a parent potentially, and I'm not blaming it on all parents, right? That's not paying attention. Somebody's not paying attention. When a 12-year-old gets a hold to guns and drugs and things of that nature, things that just send them to a downward spiral, it has to start at home, because that's who you're living with. You've been living with your parents at 2, 3, 4, 5. They've been raising you 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What the heck? What the hell is going on? We're losing total control at somewhere around 12 or 13 years old. Is it in the schoolyard, in the neighborhood?
I think it's
a little bit everywhere, but
social media.
A little bit everywhere, man.
Social media.
It's everywhere, man. It ain't just one point. I mean, like you coach is saying, I mean, especially with our teenagers, man, this teen violence is like ridiculous. It's like every other day I'm looking on the news and you seen a kid and killed another kid, a kid and shot a kid. And I'm like, you book, I'm like, man, where are these kids? Man, getting me gun. I mean, where does mindset come from? And then like be watching, you can tell most of the majority of kids now are doing drugs.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, like these kids like 12, 13, 14, they vaping, doing cocaine. I'm like, what? I mean, like you got these kids like junior high snorting cocaine, like they grown ups. Like, where did it come from? You know what I'm saying? How's it? They think it's cool to be doing this.
Crazy, man. And I think, and I truly believe that our purpose is bigger than sports. It's bigger than football. It's bigger than any sport that's out there. That sometimes we have to delve into it. We got to dive into it, man, and really have those moments like today. We talk to our kids every day, right? We talk to our kids every day, but sometimes you got to have that one-on-one, because some of them need that one-on-one. Because a lot of them are not going to speak in groups, right?
No.
They're not going to speak in large groups, and they may not receive the information or the advice or the mentoring in a group, right? Sometimes you got to break those groups down. Like coach, if you got 6 or 7 coaches on your staff, man, and the way we used to do it, I know at Beatty's Ford, when I used to run the Beatty's Ford Saints and the Beatty's Ford Elite Kids, we used to have our coaching staff. Our coaching staff used to be assigned. If we had a team of 25 kids and 5 coaches. We give each coach 5 kids. You get your 5
Mm-hmm.
kids, and you know what you did, and you called them, and you talk to them, you check on them at school. If they ain't at practice, and if they ain't at practice, you find out why they ain't at practice or what's going on. You were the one communicating with the parent, and if the
Mm-hmm.
parent was okay with you talking to the counselor at school, you did that. So you kind of got to take those guys on your staff, and you got to kind of give them those type of responsibilities if they feel comfortable. If
Mm-hmm.
if if they themselves, if they themselves have manned up, or they man up with themselves, right? Right? Because some of us coaches, we ain't manned up with ourselves. So I don't know how we're gonna
Right.
be talking, right?
Yeah,
So
man, and like I take, I really don't like. I'm taking kids home. I'm trying to stay away from that, but I know some kids, I drop them off. If I know you a guy, I'm dropping off. Then I know if I'm taking you home, most likely I try to make sure I feed them and take them home. Just have conversations with them. And I like talking to them, but some of these kids, man, they are gone, bro. They are
yeah,
12 years old, acting like they 15.
yeah,
Talking about how late they be out at night in the summertime. And I'm like, what? You out 12, 1 o'clock at night? Out in the city. They tell you their stories, how they hanging out with other kids. They
right.
all out late. And I'm like,
Yeah,
what?
it's
How's
like I
you? Then
said,
I had a conversation like, bro, you got younger brothers who look up to you. How you gonna
Mm-hmm.
lead them if you ain't following directions of being where you supposed to be, and they looking at every move you make, and then they gonna turn out the same way because you leading them, you the
oh
oldest,
yeah,
they look up to you, and
oh yeah,
then you
Mm-hmm.
out here, your mama sleep, supposed to be going to work, you out the house running through the city.
yeah,
You wonder where they picking it up from. They getting it from you. You the big bro or big sis, but man, I just be wanting to coach football. I like football, but it's more than football going on. It's always been like that. But
yeah.
in middle school, just like come and coach my football team, talk to a couple of kids. But this year right here has been, I don't seen it all, bro. And I'm like, when they say it's the first time for everything, boy, that statement is true. And some of these parents, you know, I could be an ass, but some of these parents are delusional and how they want people to handle their kids. You got a young man, and the first thing you want to do is always holler and put on the show and the scene. Then what are you showing him? Is that how you showing him how to deal with conflict? Because
Right.
every time you got a conflict going on, you doing that hollering and screaming and putting on the show. But like I come home and tell my wife, I bet they don't do that at their job. I know they don't act like that at their job when they clocking in the mister. I
Or they
know
might,
they're not doing it at their job acting like that.
coach, or they might. You know what I'm saying? It might be. It might be like that, man. It might be. That might. Hey, that's what. All I can think about is it the parents? They got to get it. It got to be coming from somewhere, right?
It
It
got to
has.
start somewhere, bro.
But where does it start? It has to start with where you're being raised up every day, right? It has to start there, and then of course, because at the end of the day, we can say, well, kids are acting like this because of social media. I agree with that. Okay, I agree with social media it has a huge influence on some of the kids' mental, right? Uh, but what I can say is the parent. If you got a 12-year-old, who's paying the phone bill?
Exactly.
Right.
Uh,
Right.
who's paying the phone bill for him or her to be on social media and being exposed to that stuff? You are. So to me, you have every right at that point, you have every right to do a shakedown at any time. Let me get that phone. Let me see what social media sites you on. I need to know all your
Mm-hmm.
passwords. I know all your passwords. I know everything. So there's really not a whole lot of excuses when it comes to, man, he learned that's got that stuff from social media. Man, you ain't know about it. Talk to me now. You ain't know who paying his bill now. You paying his bill and he laying down where? In your room in the back. Okay, in your room that who paying the rent? You are. And you but you got excuses. You got reasons why all this social media and it's this and who's that, Sean. Oh, you got a guest coming on.
Yes, sir.
Sean Baker. Is that a kid?
Mm-hmm.
A
No,
player?
that's the Huff head coach.
Oh, it is? Okay, I ain't know.
Yeah.
Mr. Oh, we should have got ready for this, man. You need to well, you got to start the interview. We need to okay, we gotta tighten
But
up.
we on to a real topic. I know we doing middle school, but
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
some
but
things. It's some things that need to be addressed. Maybe we need to do
Oh
a
yeah.
forum after the season, man, because
yeah.
it's getting out of hand. And then some of these kids who green, I know my son green. He don't see none of that. He green.
Right.
You got to get then you got these green kids missing in with some of these kids, and they want to pick it up, or hell, they intimidated because they scared of them. We need to have a boys forum on this stuff, man. We need to have
Yeah, we definitely
Yeah.
it's bigger.
Let's do it. Hey, let's do it. Be washed. Real talk. Let's on a
For real,
Saturday
man,
have like
because
a big panel and talk about it. I like that idea, man. Let's do it.
because
right.
it's getting scary, man, to hear him talk. I be listening to him talk, and I be like,
The
and
language
then I
change.
got some other people, and they be like, yo, they be really into
Yeah.
that type stuff, like gangs and like you say, the
Hmm.
weapons. You think they just talking like
Yeah.
Hey,
they
y'all
really
remember
be
a couple years
they really
ago?
be hanging around people like that.
Y'all remember a couple years ago? What the North Mex, the kids they so be homeboys, and they three friends shot that one kid in the head, robbed him. This
Yeah.
dude was like 15, 16 years old, man.
I'm going crazy. Going crazy. So we're gonna bring Coach Baker on.
Oh yeah, yes sir.
We're gonna bring Coach Baker. I'll let you kind of introduce him because I don't know him, but we're gonna get to know him tonight.
Okay, yeah, yeah. We're gonna, oh yeah, Coach Baker.
What's up, boss?
What up, big time?
Man, ain't nothing much, man. Headed to the house.
How y'all JV do tonight?
They lost 13 to 27, but we had about 4 or 5 kids get hurt, man. It was 13-14 at halftime, and a
Okay,
bad pick. They took it to the house.
okay. Well, hey, fellas, Coach Booker, Coach B. War. This is Deshaun Baker. He's probably the hottest coach in North Carolina right now. The number one
Is he
team in the
hot?
state. The
I don't know
Huskies.
about that.
Come on,
Is,
man. Yeah, yeah. You know y'all cooking like chicken grease right now.
Yeah, we playing good. We playing good ball. We just got to keep it up, man.
is he hot? Is he hot right now? The
Oh
Huff
yeah, yeah.
Husky.
Everybody talking about it. The Huskies. Everybody talking about it.
You know
Right.
what, man? It's crazy because don't nobody really talk about us. And, it's cool with me. It pisses me off that my kids don't get the recognition they should get. Everybody else get it, but it is what it is.
Yeah,
Wait a
but
Who
minute
you know,
y'all
now.
playing?
when
Who y'all playing this week?
We got Mallard Creek tomorrow.
Okay,
they got
Mount
Mount
Creek.
Creek.
Okay.
Oh, the game
Yeah,
of the week in the state this week.
The heavyweight fight right there.
Yeah,
That's
it's
a
gonna be
Yeah.
heavyweight
big,
fight.
man. It's gonna be big. They
Uh,
got some good ball players, man. They still be.
oh, we
I
lost.
think we lost.
Coach, you still there?
Yeah.
Coach.
He on that mobile app. It be going in and out. I know how from last
He,
week.
talk, he talking. You don't hear it.
Yeah. Yeah, we done lost his voice.
Yeah. Yeah, we can't hear you, Coach. You might have to text him, Hawk, and let him know. He might have to back out the app and get back in.
Hey, Coach, can you hear us? Coach, can you hear us?
Nah, he can't. I experienced that
Hold on.
last week when I was in. Here you go.
Yeah.
He can't hear us.
Let me get off and text him right quick.
Okay.
So tell him to log right back in. Cause
Yeah, that's gonna be a good game.
We're gonna talk to him before he get off here.
So who do y'all play? Who did y'all play this week?
Who, us?
Yeah.
Piedmont. I mean, James Martin played. J.M. Alexander played. James Martin.
How was that? Blowout. Y'all put up 50.
We 38. It was 38. Wasn't 38.
It's looking. I'm telling you, man. It's looking like it's the top teams is James Martin, Piedmont, AG, and Northridge.
Coach, you good? Coach, you back? Coach.
Yeah, that mobile link sometimes shaky.
Coach, where you at, Coach?
Bad area, or whatever.
Yeah, could be.
Tell them we're gonna come. We're gonna. Yeah, we got you right there, Coach.
Yeah, somebody had called my phone. I guess it messed the audio up.
Hey, Coach, first of all, let me say this, man. I'm Coach Booker, man, the host of On the Line Sports Media, right? And we're glad to have you on the show with the guys, right?
Appreciate
and,
that.
Yeah, I've been involved in high school sports for quite some time, man. And I'm going to tell you something. Yeah, I heard you earlier saying they ain't talking about y'all. Huff ain't never left the conversation around here now. Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you. When you talk about high school football around here, and you talk about some of the top high school football teams, Huff ain't never not been mentioned. So let me help you out on that, right? So, hey, I know my son played for Chambers when they was hot, when they was up there, when they was, I don't know if you how many years you been at Huff? This your first year?
No, I was the offensive coordinator for Huff for like 3.5 years, and then when COVID hit, I left and took the head job at Cox Mill, and this is my second year back as the head coach.
Okay, well, you're doing a great job because Huff is
doing a hell of a job.
Huff is the team. They carrying right now. I'm gonna be honest with you. You're carrying CMS high school football right now, Coach.
Man, I appreciate it, man. We, our coaching staff, man, we do a really good job of coaching them kids up and, man, to hold them accountable and, man, just, trying to get them the best high school experience they can get at a high school level. We try to take games out of state, take the charter buses, go 3 or 4 hours just to try to see different people in different areas, man, because it's hard to get games during the regular season. Because a lot of the teams around here, we assume that we're going to see each other late in the playoffs and stuff like that and don't want to have a game early. But I appreciate the compliment, man. So we just trying to keep the we before me, man, and keep it rolling.
So let me ask you something, Coach. What's the how is it? What does it take to get the staff? Because it's a lot of work being the head coach, being the leader, to get the staff, the kids, and all the support staff around you to buy into whatever it is your philosophy is, because that's a big job for you. And how do you pull it all together?
Man, honestly, man, with me, I'm a big family guy. And so for me, we do a lot of stuff together first and foremost. And then, with the AD and the principal, man, our AD and principal is great. They're sports people, so I sit down and gave them my vision, and it was kind of in line with their vision. I'm real big in the student body, so when I see kids, man, like I'm always in the kids, joking around with the kids in the school if they don't play football. And so, man, like everybody, I'm a people's person. So even with my coaches, man, we do a lot of stuff together with our families, and we talk ball all the time. What our vision is of the team, because it ain't just about my vision. You know what I mean? My vision is at the forefront, but at the end of the day, we in this thing together. I can't do this stuff by myself. So one thing I do, I give all our coaches responsibilities, man. They got some type of responsibility with the program that they handle, and we hold each other accountable with doing that, man. That's been one great thing that's been good for us because, like I said, we're like family. And, family fuss and fight. They do all that stuff. We do the same thing. We don't take nothing personal with each other. We do it and we get it out the way and go on about our business.
Right. So how do you how do you get them all to block out the noise? Like you said earlier, that you're playing good football. You're one of the top programs. We've always looked at you guys as one of the
Yep.
top programs in the state. How do you get the coaches and the kids and all that to block out the noise so you can stay focused and dial in throughout the season?
Man, believe it or not, man, this honest God truth, I never know where we're ranked. Like I can't tell you. I see that we ranked 5 right now because of the Mallard Creek game, but I couldn't have told you that 30 minutes ago until I
Right,
seen
right.
it. So we never talk about the media thing. I don't think I tell our kids, man, and I tell our kids like this. If we would have lost to West Charlotte, they'd have been talking about it for a week. We beat West Charlotte, they talked about it for the night, and they're going about their business because we're
Yeah.
expected to win those games. And if we lose them, it's like, oh, Huff can't do this, and Huff lost to them. So we don't talk about it. We handle business. We have fun that night. We game plan Sunday, and we go on to the next. We don't talk about rankings. We don't talk about where we're sitting at, anything like that. So we don't even really talk about it, to be honest with you. We just we try to keep our head straight and keep it in the middle of the road.
That's what's up, Coach. You got something, Rock? Coach Baker.
Yes, sir.
Coach, this is Coach Washington. Let me ask you a question. Y'all dominate, y'all handle y'all business in the regular season, and y'all do make it kind of deep in the postseason.
Right.
Like, what do you think you have to do to take that next step in the postseason? Like what has? I know y'all got the great defense. Is it more gonna be pass the ball or running the ball? Like, what's the next step in the postseason?
No, I ain't even gonna say that, man, because last year we played Grizzlies. We had probably the best offensive game plan we done had all year. Like, they could not stop us, and it's just mental mistakes that we do that we got to stop doing when we get deep in the playoffs, because at that point, third, fourth round, everybody on your level.
Yeah.
So those little mistakes that you do, it kills you, and when you can't recover from it, it's gonna hurt you every single year. So I'm not gonna say it's us running the ball, passing the ball, whatever it may be, because every year it's something different. You know what I mean? It's been something different. It might be, defense was lacking that year in the game, and offense was balling, or vice versa. So, man, like I said, it's just us being us, man, and doing what we need to do to get over the hump, not having them mental errors, knowing that we can't turn the ball over or give up big plays on defense. It's those little things. I don't think it's nothing that's like real major. It's just something small, and we got to take care of it.
Okay.
Hey, Coach. Hey, Coach. Now, one thing I noticed about y'all that you're doing an awesome job with managing the kids. But then too, I know like this year with the offense. Now y'all usually always had a real good running game, but your
Right.
passing game, it's all been good, but to me, it went up a notch. Your quarterbacks are
Right.
playing way better than they did last year, in my opinion.
Right.
So, what you do during the preseason to get the quarterbacks to where they at right now?
Man, I would say, man, that it's just a trust factor. I had 1 year with Trey. Trey was a 2-year JV guy. His first year playing
Mm-hmm.
varsity. He had never really like been big in the game plans when Tad was there, and so him getting a new coach, I coach a different style than the previous coach, and so it was just me getting to learn him and him getting to learn me, and me trusting him. And I tell everybody all the time, like, we didn't throw the ball in the red zone last year because I didn't trust it. We were too careless with the
Mm-hmm.
ball, and so yeah, we were getting daggone field goals. But it was more on, just my trust factor with him and what he was doing with the ball at that time. But now, man, like, he's a film junkie. Like our first 10 plays, he scripts 5 of them. Like, our first 5 plays is 5 plays that he wants. Like, every Thursday night we leave practice, I text him, hey, what's your 5 plays you want in the first 10? He sends them to me, and they're in the first 5. That's what he feel comfortable with. If it's something that we do that week and he just didn't feel comfortable with it, we scratch it. He said, Coach, I don't like it, we take it out. So I would just, and then, it's big when your teammates rally around you as a quarterback. They're not second guessing you. They believing in you. and all that's happened with Trey this year, man. Like he
That's
took a big
good.
step. He took a big step, and man, and it don't hurt to have pretty good receivers that's gonna make you look good as well. So
Right. Yeah, Brady and Tyrann, and I've got the other
yep,
receivers. Yeah, them three they look good right now.
yep.
Coach, you got something?
Okay.
I want to talk about that Matthews kid. What is he? What is he? A junior? Is he a junior this year or something?
He's a junior.
Junior, yeah.
Yeah, he's a junior, man, and he. But let me tell you, Samari is probably one of the best kids I've ever coached, and I'm not talking like athletic wise. Like he's just a great human being. His parents don't play with him. They don't allow him to do nothing crazy. They don't invite him
They're
to
good.
trade. Everybody at the school loves him. He's a like sometimes you forget that he got another year of high school left. He plays around a
Mm-hmm.
lot. And that's good. Like for my team, like I want my kids to have fun. I have fun with them. We dance. When we win, we flip. That's what we say. All them boys flip. We win, we flip. I let them have it as long as we don't do nothing overboard. But he's a leader. He's the only. Samari's the only junior. I've been a head coach for 5 years now. He's the only junior that I've ever let be a captain every game. I usually just pick seniors, but he's the only junior that I've ever had that I sent out there with the seniors.
Oh, that's
Because
awesome.
everybody respects him, man, and I'm talking about I got to make him sit down. Like we got a scout team. He wants to do our team defensive period, and he wants to do the scout team so he can check Sean Brady and Tyrann and Rashad and all them boys. Like I'm like, dude, get off the field, though. He's like, nah, I'm just working my craft. Like he stays out there all the time. I got to make him get off the field.
Yeah.
He got perfect
I know,
mindset. That's a good
but coach,
mindset.
I know some players like in Travis Hunters are a two-way player. I know he used to be a two-way player. Have you ever thought about letting me go on the offensive end? I'm strictly DB. That's it.
No, I mean he begged me about that all the time, but we've been fortunate enough that we didn't have to do that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And like I told him, next year might be his year. He have to do it. I mean, we losing three receivers next year. Next year might be the year that he has a couple plays a game. So I don't never count it out. But if I don't have to use him, I won't use him offense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all in a situation where. Now go ahead, coach.
No, I'll say he begs me to play it all the time.
Yeah, y'all good enough on both sides of the ball. He ain't got to go away, to be honest.
Right.
Hey, coach, y'all pretty consistent every year, man. One of the top programs. How do you continue to keep that program up like it is, man? It's one of the elite programs all the time. What do you do? Are you guys connected with? Do you get out a lot in the community? Do you get involved in maybe some of the local middle schools around you to know what the up and coming athletes are? Or you just kind of
Yeah.
take what you get?
Well, one thing that I started doing when I got back to Huff, man, is that the schools that feed to us, I go and I do a middle school night with them. I go talk to the parents. We're like visible at the middle school games around the Cornelius area, and I try to do a lot of stuff. Like I said, like one thing I try to do, I try to go out of town for games and stuff, and they see that stuff, and I put the names on the back of the jersey this year, because I like. I listen to Dion all the time. I'm a big Dion fan, and it was one thing that
Me
stood out
too.
to me. He's like, we can at least put the kid's name on the back of their jerseys. Like, we raise enough money as a team, as a program, that we can do that for the kids. And so we try to do stuff like that. I post everything that we do. Like, I collect Jordans. And so one thing that I do, the kid that raised the most money, I buy a pair of Jordans. If I have 2 or 3 kids raise over $1,000, I buy all 3 of them a pair of Jordans. And so we just try to do a lot of stuff, man. And like people see that and stuff, and like what they always say, you build it, they'll come.
There you go. Right, coach.
Right.
This hearing you talk, you got like that. You got that mindset, like like I live in Shelby, so I'm used to being around the Shelby, Crest,
Right.
no Gaffney right down the street. You got like the mindset, like the people down here got like, you got to get involved in the community,
Yep.
talk to all the little kids, talk to the
Yep.
parents. I'm gonna be like
Yep.
a politician. Like doing
Right.
that, you build a program and like people get trust you. And you got a problem, kids come to school then, because they know
Right.
what kind of character you is.
Yep. It's crazy, man. It's like even high school football. It's like you got to do that stuff, man, because
Got to.
people move all the time, man. They move and go to different schools, and like one thing about me, man, like I've been at Huff for 2 years now. I've lost 3 quarterbacks. I've lost 3 quarterbacks since I've been at Huff. I ain't cried about it one time. You know what I mean? Because
Hmm.
parents gonna do what they want to with their kids, and I'm not the guy that's like gonna beat them down about doing it, man. If that's what you want to do with your kid, like by all means, have at it. You know what I mean? So it's one of them things like you just got to keep going, man. You can't think about what everybody else doing. You got to worry about your program, man. Because if not,
Right.
that's the type of stuff. It falls by the wayside, and then everybody looking like, oh, they don't do this and they don't do that, and this program doing this and doing that. So I just try to worry about Huff High School and what Coach Bake doing and what we doing for our program. So that's the way I look at it.
Hey, Coach, one thing I know that's super important to kids, that got a passion and they love the game, and they kind of count on you as the head coach and even your staff as it relates to recruiting, being able to continue their career. How involved do you get in? How involved do you get into their recruiting process, or do you have some stuff that's already in place, like a program when they first come in, what it takes for them to get recruited, and what the qualifications are, and the expectations on and off the field. Um, um, so how important is that to you in your program?
It's real important to me because at the end of the day, man, that's what everybody thinks about now. And with the transfer portal and how this thing going for the juniors and seniors, it's tough. And so when we had these ninth graders come in and we're talking to them and we're like, listen, if the first thing on your mind you thinking about is being recruited or what school you're gonna go to, you got the wrong mindset already. Because when you come
Hmm.
to Huff, you're gonna get developed, you're gonna get coach hard, and then all that stuff gonna fall into place. But if that's the first thing on your mind, you already coming at it the wrong way. But it's big. We got all our players on the recruiting database, which we got their name, their height, how much they weigh, what offers they got, they huddle link on it. So when coaches call and ask for, Coach, I need all your 25 kids. Boom, I send the link, all my 25 kids on there. Now every kid ain't gonna be no Power 5 kid. So I
Right.
might not send a certain kid to a school that I know he cannot go to, or we have him color coded where, hey coach, if he's in black or he's in blue, this is the guy you need to look at. You know what I mean? So we're real big in that process, and with a program like Huff, and you have, just speaking of Samari, you got Samari. Everybody comes to see Samari, right? So that right there alone, it funnels people into the school, and I can get kids in front of certain colleges that they might not
Hmm.
necessarily know about because they come and see Samari. And Samari is a real big advocate of, when coaches come, like, oh, he's trying to hook his teammates up. Like, hey, coach, you need to check Tyron out, or hey, you need to check Sean out. They balling, like they doing this, blah blah blah. And so when they see them kids, they're like, damn, that body frame. But first thing Samari do, boom, they in the car with him going to the school or the game on Saturday. So
Okay.
it's real good when you got a program when you got kids that go to school on a yearly basis because colleges already know that you got kids, and so you don't really have to go out and find the colleges to come to your school because they already gonna come.
Absolutely.
Right.
Now, Coach, this is Coach Washington again. Now, with the way the recruitment going now with the transfer portal, it's big time affecting high school kids than it was 4 years ago.
Oh,
Now, are you telling, like, you got some kids like Shamari, he can go anywhere he wants.
right.
They're chasing him. Have you had problems in the past or now with kids that's just like chasing the offers? They want all these offers, but when they get to their senior year, they ain't decided. Then when they get back, them offers ain't there.
Oh, 100%, 100%. And I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure everybody's dealing with that. And honestly, I dealt with that probably
Mm-hmm.
2.5 years ago when I was at Cox Mill and that happened. So that following year, I implement this thing and I tell it to the parents when I first meet them, when we have our parent meeting at the beginning of the season. If your kid has a committable offer and they like their school and y'all done seen the school and that's one of the top schools that you got at the moment, we're committing in July. Period, point blank.
Yep.
We're committing. And if something bigger come along the way during the season, we'll deal with that then, because no coach, no FCS coach or, Group 5 school are going to be mad at you if you go to get a bigger opportunity.
No.
But we're going to make sure we take care of ourselves. So if it don't happen at the end of the season, hey, we committed. The school love us. They've been recruiting us the whole time. We're gonna go to their school and see what we can do.
Hey, Coach, on that aspect, you better than me. I tell them kids they need to commit in the springtime. I say
Oh
like my
yeah,
Bobby school, hey, by June, July, these
yeah,
Power Five done. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. They done. Yep, they done.
They done. Like what you talking about?
I've
You
had
there with? Oh,
I've had
so go
six
ahead.
or seven. I've had 6 or 7 schools come to the school, and they're really like looking for 26, 27. They're like, Coach,
Oh yeah.
we done with 20. We done with 25. We just coming to see you young guys, see what you got. But we're done unless somebody decommit and go somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I had some kids had Power Five offers. Waited too late. And guess what happened? They tried to commit. It was gone.
Yep.
I thought they tried to commit like early July. It was gone, Coach.
Yep. Yep.
Do you think that's more of the kids or that's the parents pushing this type attitude of hold off on them, let's wait?
Oh man, I think it's 100% the parents.
Yep.
Yeah, just keep it a buck, man, because everybody want their kid to go D1. Like, that's just the
Mm-hmm.
nature of the beast. Everybody's not a D1 player, or it might not
Right.
be. It might not be Power 5. It might be FCS D1 AA, and everybody like it's some ballers in D1 AA. I played D1 AA. Like it's
Right.
some ballers in D1 AA. There's some ballers in D2, but a lot of kids
Oh yeah.
don't like the fact that it's a D2 program, and everybody on this NIL thing, and they're not giving them NIL money, they're not doing this. I'm like, dude, listen. If you believe in yourself, you go ball out. You can transfer up if you ball out.
Yes.
So,
Mm-hmm.
in my mind, I'm pushing anything. Like, if our kids don't go to school, it don't matter to me. Like, as long as you graduate and you go to college. But man, it's a little bit of both, man. Kids want to be D1. The parents are really pushing it because Coach such and such and told him how good he was since he's been 9 years old, and now he done came to you, and now he don't got no D1 offers. So now you a bad coach.
Yeah,
I mean,
you
Right.
don't meet all.
Right.
Yeah, but you don't
Absolutely.
meet all the metrics they looking for.
yeah. So it's just one of them things, man. And at this point, I done got to the point now, man. Parents gonna be parents, and all
Mm-hmm.
my they know me. I'm gonna keep it a buck with all my parents. And if it's something going on, or your kid need to do something, or like one thing that I do, and a lot of people don't like me doing this. And they like, Coach, man, they like, Beck, you be doing that? I'm like, yeah. Like, if a parent say, oh, my kid is good enough to go to such and such, I call that coach. I send the film. I said, Coach, what was your evaluation on the kid? Can you send it to me verbatim? I copy and paste, and I send it to the parent and the kid. Like, listen, this is what
Mm-hmm.
they're saying. This is what they're saying about you. Like, I'm
That's
not
good,
telling
Coach.
you.
That's good. That's
Yeah,
being realistic. That's
yeah,
good.
100%. I'm like, this is not me telling you that you can't go there. This is what they're saying. Like, they need you to gain 15 pounds, or they don't think you fast enough, or you got to go to camp and run 4.5. Like, all this stuff that people don't know that these colleges look at, they look at, and they don't believe it until they see it. So,
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna say no school, but I had a particular school. We had a white guy that could absolutely fly, and he would run past everybody. Coach came in, was like, hey, Coach, he can go, but he got to come to camp and run. We're like, dude, he's running past everybody. He was like, Coach, I know if he was a brother, we wouldn't even have to go to camp. I said, what?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but
Yep.
it's that serious. And
Right.
it is what it is. They get paid millions of dollars to win games, man. They want the best product on the field. So it is what it is.
Hey, coach, I could well, it's about 3 cases right now. Kids playing Power Five football that I had to tell you off the record. Who thought Power Five was all this net?
Yep.
Hey, excuse my French, shit they hit the fan.
Yes.
It ain't what they thought it was, and
Yep.
they got one foot out the door. And I'm talking about these big time kids. This ain't no name. These big time kids in big time programs.
Right.
It ain't what ESPN made it out to be.
Mhm. Mhm. Yep.
Now,
I
Coach,
went.
earlier we in the middle school. We middle school coaches, me and
Right.
Booker. We were talking about an issue I was talking about, then we expanded on it about like the mental health with the kids and how the kids' behavior, how they acting, and in the situations where you can tell the kids with the two-parent homes, some
Yep.
people might get offended, versus the single-parent home, and how some of them kids, like we were talking about, the absence of the male role model. Have you
Right.
seen that with any of your younger kids?
Oh, 100%. I see it with my older kids too. But again, that's where it come in. Like I'm a people person. Like I'm a player's coach. Like my kids know I get on them about everything, and they hate it most of the time. But they all know if I need something, I need to talk to somebody. I'm going through something. They know they can come. They can call me. It don't matter what time it is. They need to come to my house, be with my family. When we doing something, it don't matter. Like you see it all the time, and they act up, and it's kids that like I got a kid right now. Like if something happened, the only person they can call is me in the school because of how he act with the security officers and stuff like that. It's you see it all the time, man. I don't care if you at Huff, you at Chambers, you at North Neck. It don't matter. Them kids exist everywhere, and
Hmm.
and it's not their fault. It's not their fault that they growing up in a single parent home or they in a 2 parent home and it's bad. All we can do is try to be there for them, give them the best situation they can. But I see it all the time, man. But that's honestly that's one reason I got into coaching because I had a coach like that. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in a tough environment, and my coach was always there. He took me on my recruiting trips, everything, and so that was one reason I kind of got back into coaching to like give back.
Yeah, because mental health is big these days with these
Oh,
kids.
100%,
They're really going through a lot.
100%,
Hmm.
100%, 100%. And that's why I tell you, use football, man. We go out there and practice for 2 hours. Use that as your outlet. Like when you on that
Hmm.
field, all that stuff that's happening at home or what you think about, you don't even think about that stuff. Like you don't think about that. You out there with your brothers, you out there playing ball, you getting coached up, and they have at it.
Yeah, a lot of times you can kind of notice when a kid is not performing at his max level, and you know it's there.
Hundred
And
percent.
and we just always wonder, do the coaches, whether it be middle school, whether it be high school, do you take that moment to at least have those conversations as it relates to mental health, or because you never know what might be bothering a kid. Could be something personal. Because of course, like we talked about earlier, kid has the characteristics of a man where he's not going to express himself and
Yep.
and talk about it, right? And you have to
Hundred
put him
percent.
in you got to try to put him in that safe place where he feel comfortable, as Coach Baker or one of these other coaches that they can talk to you and feel
Right.
safe and feel like it's confidential. So,
Right.
sometimes we as coaches we're so barbaric. All it is football, 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 and we all about the grit and the grind, and sometimes is bigger than that. So
Correct.
Hmm.
And
yeah.
it's good because I on my staff we got 2 or 3 therapists on our staff, so it's like I get like even when we like breaking the huddle down, we calling up for practice, like they'll come in and just give like some words of wisdom about stuff like that, So, but it's good, man. Like our kids have a great relationship with all the coaches, so it ain't no judgment if they come and we tell them that. Ain't no judgment, dog. We all go through stuff, no matter how much money you got, what kind of house you live in, car you like. Everybody go through something, so Like it ain't no judgment if you need to talk. So it's been
Great.
good though.
No, that's great, man. So what's the writing on the wall at Huff? What's the motivation, the everyday motivation as you being a Husky? What's the big message from ninth grade all the way through? What's the motivation?
The development, man. Like for us it's development because we get these kids sometime, man, and they're really good in FBU and doing all this stuff, and then you get there and they really don't know nothing. They
Right.
really don't know anything. They just know I get the ball and run somebody over, or I see ball, get ball. And so with us, we preach development. We preach development, because at the end of the day, no college coach gonna want no kid that ain't really developed unless they just a dog and they just an athlete and they can do any and everything.
Right.
So we preach development, man, and you gonna get coached up. You're gonna play good ball. You're gonna play good teams. And again, man, like because we gonna get over that hump. We gonna get over that hump. And once we get over it, man, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. So our kids, man, we got some good developed kids, man, and even kids that, moved in and they're juniors and stuff like that and hadn't really been developed, man. It's a rude awakening because the way we handle stuff. So I would just say, man, just the development piece, man, that's a big piece for everybody.
So, Coach, you said you're gonna get over the hump. I mean, nobody knows your team better than you do, right? So you say you're gonna get over the hump, and the cameras are watching, man. Everybody's following Huff. I know you gave us ain't nobody talking about Huff, but everybody's talking about Huff. Stop. Listen, what is it gonna take to get over the hump, man? What are you gonna do? Do you have the ingredients right now at a Huff right now to get over that hump and become state champions?
100%, man. Like our kids, man, take on our mindset. Like our mindset, like we a killer ant with a sledgehammer. Like we don't have no fear. Like, and I hope they take all this from me and our coaches, man, because we preach this every single day. Like you got to come out there and think you the best and know you the best. Like it's no backing down. Like we kick the ball off tomorrow. It is what it is. It's Mallet Creek. It's Mallet Creek. But it ain't gonna stop us from being us. Like we still got to go out there and play hard-nosed football. And I think that kind of got away from the forefront of it a little bit. Like we just got to go out and be dogs, like, and be mean and know that nobody can play with us. You know what I'm saying? Like I tell everybody about them good old Chambers teams in the back in the day. Like shoot, they had a whole bunch of D1 kids, D2, D3 kids. Them kids just want to go play ball. And they thought they were better than everybody, and they played like it. You know what I mean? And I ain't with all the hooting and hollering at the 50-yard line, because like I tell them boys, you can win a screaming contest all you want to, but you got to kick that ball off at 7 o'clock. Then what you do when you got to execute the concept of execute the blitz and do all that. Like I tell my kids, listen, we ain't finna do all that, but we ain't finna be punks either. So if somebody do it, we gonna go back, but we ain't gonna start it, and we gonna kick that ball off at 7 o'clock and play ball.
Absolutely.
Hey, so when you look at film of Mallet Creek, what stands out to you about them? Like what's their strong point? You hear me, Coach?
He may have went out.
Hulk, you did him like that.
Doing what? No, just ask like how you look at your program.
I'm messing with
Here
you.
it is.
You back, Coach?
My wife keep calling me.
Oh, okay.
Take that call.
Right.
You got to take that call.
Nothing bad about Mallet Creek.
Hey, I always sit in the car before I go in the house.
I do too. Hey, I do too. I'm the same way.
You got to.
Say it again now.
Oh yeah, I ask you, like when you look at Mallet Creek, like what stands out to you about them?
Oh man, the same thing that stand out with them all the time, man. They size, they speed. They get to that ball, and that defensive front they got, man. That defensive front, hell now. I ain't gonna lie to you. That number 90 they got, he pretty good. I think his name like Chase or something. Go.
Yeah, that dude got a good defense.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't got a chance to see Mallet Creek play this year. I seen her play. I ain't seen Mallet Creek play.
Now Creek got a defense, man. They got an attacking defense.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah, they do. But we just got to execute. We got to execute and do what we do. And but our center is pretty good too, so we feel good about that.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, the whole dynamics change when you walk in the crib, boy. You got
Oh, watch your mouth.
Got to get to it.
Mouth.
Yeah, she on me now.
coaching leadership. It never stops.
Right.
Oh no, the big boss in the house now. The big boss.
So the big boss was at home.
The big boss.
Big boss at home.
Big boss said, get in the house.
Mhm.
Right.
But hey, coach, we ain't gonna hold you, man. Hey, good luck. Hey, good luck. Friday night, man. We watching. We rooting for you, man. You're doing an absolutely excellent job, man. If nobody told you, man, we giving you your flowers right here on the Line Sports Media, man. We watching, man. We enjoy watching Huff Sports, man. We enjoy the athletes and like you said, the coaching and developing that you're doing with those kids, man. It shows. And so we, good luck to you, man. And we appreciate
Thank
you spending some time with us, man.
All right, I appreciate it, man. Thank y'all for having me on.
All
I
right, man.
appreciate you, bro.
Yes, sir. All right.
Yeah, man, that's great, man. I didn't know him, man. He kind of threw me off a little bit. I wasn't even expecting.
I thought you knew him, man.
That was a
Shit,
surprise guest.
I would have got my damn.
Yeah. Put it in. Yeah, put it in the group chat. We have a guest.
He says,
Yeah, I know. Shit,
surprise.
I've been working. Like Greg told me about it. Greg was like, "Man, I think he got a surprise guest." I said, "Oh shit, surprise guest! Oh hell, I thought it was gonna be Ferb or something." But hey, shit. It was hey, man, I thought it was gonna be Ferb. We're gonna come on, man. We gotta talk to Ferb. I mean, y'all talk to him every day, so the interview might not be important now. I mean, it might not even be interesting enough.
We got to get some of these college coaches on here.
We love to talk.
That's your watch.
I want to talk to some.
No, coach. Well, hold up. I want to talk about something real quick. Yes, sir. So it went down this weekend.
Oh,
It did.
boy.
It went down.
We got thumped again.
Yeah, we got
talk. I'm going through turmoil over here, boy. It's more than football.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. We good. Watch,
this,
man.
Hey, look here. This right here is only football.
Ain't no big deal. This is we talking about it, man. Ain't nothing
big.
Baby
boy got to go out there and
I seen a little video.
He watched. He was moving that ball, doing his thing, man.
We saw the video. Watch doing his thing. He was
balling. Little B Watch doing his
thing. Video.
B Watch gonna be B Watch, man. B Watch growing up, man.
Yeah, he growing up, bro.
B Watch is 7th grader, right?
Yeah.
Oh, next year he's gonna take
the game. Once he get that speed of the game, I thought he could come in right now, but you get humbled and
that's all right. He all right.
Next year he really, but he had a great game though, man. He moved the ball, confidence. That's right. A lot with these 7th graders.
Yeah, them 7th graders. Yeah, bringing them 7th graders up. The biggest thing. But yeah, we're gonna go through this real quick, man, because I think a lot of guys they log in here just to check it out, see what happened. A lot of people don't get the opportunity to see the scores and the standings and all that. We'll go through it real quick. So of course, we'll I mean, you can do this, Watch, because you're really good at it. So you want to go through the Central Division.
Oh, Central Division. I talked to Pete, my coach.
Let me go through the Central Division.
Okay, you go through the Central.
All right. So you got the Central Division, as you can see. Piedmont is defending champs, 28-0. Playing good offense, playing good defense, putting up some points. Wilson, surprising, they've always been pretty good. Wilson, man, they always been pretty solid in that program. That looks like a dog fight happened right here. This 14-8 right here. Looked like it was a dog
fight. It was a dog fight.
Yeah, don't. Hey, not for a minute. It looks like a blowout. These 28-0s and 30-0s and all of that. That's just come on. I like to see dog fights like this, 14-8, man. You get a lot more out of it. So Wilson looks like they getting back in the fight, man. I don't think they've lost but one game in the conference so far. But
Yeah,
we're
I
gonna
think
take
they got Piedmont this week, and they lost that head to head. I think with Eastway, so they're probably
okay.
out of. I think it's gonna be Eastway and Piedmont.
Okay, that might come down to it. And as you talked about, you just talked about Randolph. I mean, you just talked about Eastway. Eastway got the win, 14-8. Another battle, 14-8. Eastway and Randolph. One of those guys are going to get that second place nod. I'm pretty sure in the conference because they're only going to take two. Kennedy, Mint Hill, 6-0. It looks like they had a good game as well. And I'm pretty sure both of those are just trying to end their season pretty strong, right?
Is that Mint Hill Miller? They played them. I didn't see that. Hold on.
Yeah, Mint Hill, they beat Mint Hill. I don't know why they got Mint Hill. I was a little confused about that because they got Kennedy 6-0 against Mint Hill, and then they got Mint Hill again. Oh
I
yeah,
think Mint
they
Hill
did
played
play.
McClintock. Did they got Mint Hill and McClintock? Who was
No,
on that
they
north?
got McClintock played Northeast.
Northeast. Okay.
Okay. So yeah, so they did play some cross conference game. Looks like so. So that went down like that. We talk about the Southern Division. Oh, it was an upset in the Southern Division. I was pleasantly surprised. So you got South Charlotte and Quail Hollow. I don't think they're at the top, but they played a good game. These guys are playing some pretty close games. 22-18 right there. South Charlotte was able to knock off Quail Hollow. Community House versus AG. 22-33. I mean, these guys are these guys are putting up some numbers. AG is
beat Palmer. That's an upset right there.
yeah, that's what I was getting ready to get at. I think AG is number one in that conference over there right now. And then you got Crestdale and Carmel. I'm a little shocked. I don't know what happened right here because Carmel was undefeated along with AG. They was putting up numbers, and then Crestdale, who's one of the Final Four teams last year, last season, 32-8, man. Maybe Carmel missing some kids or something happened right there because Carmel been rolling.
We need to check this score to make sure this score ain't transposed on here. We've had that happen before.
It might be 32 Carmel and 8 Crestdale because I'm a little shocked by that. But and that's what it is. That's what they reported, CMS. And then you got Southwest and J.M. Robinson. They had a good game as well. So you want to?
I wonder what's on that list. What J.M. Robinson? J.M. Robinson. Where they at? Third?
Yeah, I think they lost 2 games already.
Okay.
Yeah, you
want
to go through
that Northern Division? We got James Martin versus J.M. Alexander, 38-0. That 50-point roll is slowing down.
What do you mean?
That 50 points is slowing down. They play a little better defense at the end, or they caught on the slow walking. And then we got
that sounds like a little bit of shade.
Hey, they was 55 and it out, man. They were putting up more points than anyone. Then you have Ransom. Okay, Ransom. They put some points up on the North Hawks. And then we got Coolwood and Bradley. Okay, Coolwood. Are they still undefeated?
Who was that?
Coolwood.
Coolwood lost. They dropped one to they lost one to Ridge Road actually.
Okay, so Coolwood's still in it. And it's gonna come down these, like we said last week, last 2 games. And then Ridge Road beat up on Bailey.
Right.
Okay, then we get into this Eastern Division. We got North Ridge and Almar Road, 30-0. North Ridge is rolling undefeated. And that might be right. That Mint Hill and Kennedy.
They lost to Kennedy.
That's shocking.
Yep.
That is shocking.
I talked to one of the dads today. They didn't have a quarterback. The quarterback.
Okay, that can affect you.
And that kid Cash had a concussion or something. He didn't play.
Okay, no wonder. Okay, and then we have we got McClintock in Northeast. Okay, McClintock is rolling. And then you got MLK and Cochran, 16-0. So out of that Eastern, who is looking like is North Ridge, McClintock,
North Ridge right now it looks like North Ridge, and my guess out of that conference is going to be North Ridge, as the #1 seed right now, and then I'm thinking it's gonna be. I thought didn't they have it- I don't know. I guess it's gonna be Mint Hill or Kennedy. Yeah,
McClintock, maybe McClintock.
Clinton.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, for that #2 spot for the Elite Eight. But this is I'll show you. Well, let's put the records up here real quick and we'll get that out of the way. Uh, yeah, Dana said, "What you mean?" James Martin said they were beating JMA 50-0, and they didn't put up any points. Dana, we ain't even gonna we ain't gonna do them like that. You know, you know what? Honestly, that James Martin team got some solid football players. I think they feed right into Chambers. James
Yeah.
Martin, they right behind Chambers, right? Some of
Yeah,
those
they're right
Chambers.
beside you, right behind you.
Yeah, man, that football team is solid. Yeah, we put up some points, we beat them, but I saw some really good football, some really good football being played by some of those kids. They had some really good linebackers, man. They had a couple. They had two outside linebackers, and I think they had a defensive end. They were solid, man. They were solid.
Mm.
Matter of fact, they kind of shut our run game down and pushed us to passing the ball. So we had to throw a lot to beat these guys, man. So they're not a bad football team. Matter of fact, they're the best team we played all season. Yeah, I can say that.
Let me ask you a
Okay.
question. In middle school, are you is linebackering going down?
Playing linebacker.
Linebacker.
We got some.
I don't know how
I
you
don't
say
think
that.
about that. We got
I'm
some
seeing
solid.
a lot of solid, real linebacker, solid linebackers.
Man, we got a little Mike. We got a Mike backer. We got a Mike backer, man, and he stands and he commands that middle, just like a middle linebacker should. And the defense is pretty much surrounded around him. So if we, if we talk about, I think some people play with those rovers with safety, the safeties, playing in the box and shit like that. It depends on what your scheme is. And yeah, you're right. There, the outside backers, you might not have any true backers, but we got some true middle linebackers.
Yeah, I see more middle linebackers and really like inside linebackers. They almost got to be corners.
Yeah,
to cover nowadays. You got to play like corner and linebacker. That it's like a hybrid.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Today's linebackers now more like safety now. They can't be like big and stocky no more. Yeah, they got to be able to cover that halfback and slot and everything.
Yeah.
Game too fast now to be like that.
So the outside linebacker is really important. I mean, all levels now because, like you said, they're covering slots, those halfbacks. So they got to be able to cover and tackle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, traditionally, that's what them outside backers always had to have some cover skills, though, right?
Not as much as today.
Not like they do now. Game they got faster now.
That's
because all the games
to get out.
A lot of games is pass heavy. A lot of
right. Yeah. Like you can put Z-Book in the slot. An old school linebacker can't cover him.
No way.
That's a mismatch all day.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough on him. And honestly, I like trying to create those matchups. If I see somebody got a traditional linebacker that ain't moving real good lateral, he can't run. I'll modify. Hey, I'm looking for
that's good coaching.
I'm looking for the matchup. If there's a matchup, if we see that, we're gonna definitely attack that. I'll move. I'll move some of my guys to the slot just to create that matchup.
That's good coaching. Good coaching.
That's the new way of football. I'm trying to get everybody on, especially on this middle school level, taking advantage of them outside and inside backers.
They got to be able to run. I told them, look, listen.
That is the key now to the pass game, man. That is it. Making them have to make a choice, put them in a situation where you got to make a choice and taking advantage of it. I've seen that. That's what we're trying to go for this year. I've been really seeing that, and I'm gonna build off that next year.
You gotta have a quarterback for that.
You gotta have a quarterback for that.
Yeah, you do. And I mean, I mean, I go out and I'm coming out with 4 receivers just out gate just to
Mm-hmm.
see if these boys done coach these linebackers up the run, see if they can
Mm-hmm.
whether they can move lateral, whether they can,
Yep.
come with their scheme. Please don't play man defense. This is a problem. That ain't gonna work out. It ain't gonna work out.
And not on just not on being full wide, like you said earlier, move your receivers around.
Yeah,
See
they
if they
make
can
four.
have a cornerback, a mirror, a receiver, or see if they can be crazy enough to like leave some 5'7" dude on a 6'3" dude. You know what I'm saying? See if
Yeah.
they don't call timeout and make some kind of adjustment.
Oh yeah, man. You gotta do that, man. You gotta. That's why I tell my coaches, man. Hey, listen, I got 3 or 4 offensive guys. I got 3 offensive guys, and I tell them, we look at the game from different angles. I need some of them behind the defense when I'm calling the offense. Some of them
Mm-hmm.
right there at the line of scrimmage, and then I need another one that's behind the offense. We gonna recognize. We trying to find out, you know, what matchups we can take advantage of. If you're
Mm-hmm.
not doing that, man, you got to
You're
find
not
out what kind of leverage you can gain on the defense, man. I mean, you can't just
Right.
some people out there, man, just calling plays, man. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Yeah.
They trying to
Yeah.
force their playbook on you, and if that shit don't work, you know what they do? Recycle, and they try that shit again, and they keep recycling that shit and trying it again, bro. You gotta take advantage of some matchups, man, and you gotta be able to
Mm-hmm.
make adjustments on the fly. That's just
Gotta
how I.
move,
Uh,
got to move kids around
yeah,
and put them kids in certain situations.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a
You,
script
you can't
coach.
be right or wrong. You know what I'm
I'm not.
saying? I'm preaching
Y'all,
this.
y'all help me out though. Help me out though. I ain't. This when if you got a script. If your kids, if you and I ain't knocking nobody who coaches the way that they coach, man, because I know damn well I need some brushing up. But when you got a script as an offensive coordinator, if you got 5 or 10 plays script, I heard Coach Baker talking about it earlier, and that's on a whole nother level because evidently it works for them. It's hard for me to run a script when I don't know what the defense is running.
Yeah.
Right? I can't go out and run 5. Or is that how it works? I can't go out and script 5
Well, I
plays.
mean, when you at a high school level, you get films, so you know exactly what you're facing.
Okay,
Yeah,
there you
you get the
go.
huddle. Yeah,
Yeah, you
And
got
that's
it's different right
you
there.
have to exchange tape. So you are, and you know what's crazy? I heard a coach say this the other day is game film's useful, but don't game plan around film because you're not going to see that unless what they put in new didn't work. Then they're gonna go back to that.
then they're gonna go back to it.
They're
Right.
gonna go back to that. So you're gonna see something. You can prepare for what you saw on film, because they'll probably circle back around to it if their new game plan's not working. But if
Yeah.
game plan is working, you're not gonna see what you practice against.
Okay, so that makes sense when you say I got a script. So yeah, because you guys in
Mm-hmm.
middle school, of course, we ain't got no damn huddle or nothing like that. We just
Right,
gotta, we don't even get
Yeah.
to
See,
see we don't even get to see our opponent. So
right,
high school, you
we
can
see
kind of
like 3 or 4 games of yeah.
yeah,
yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
You gotta go back
But
and
no, oh, but go back. Philando said though. Now I'm telling you now, this is something I learned from Coach Venables, the coach at Oklahoma, when he's defense coordinator Clemson. This is what I learned from him personally. You get all the film you want to on a certain team, but I'm so good at what I do. I'm up there. We could do something totally different what you ain't never seen before.
right.
Because they could
Now
adjust for you.
everybody don't do that.
Yeah, you game planning for them, and they don't watch film on you, so they might jump into something different, cater
Tell
towards you.
the whole different game plan.
Absolutely,
Uh,
absolutely.
Now
yeah,
every coach ain't like it. This third one do that.
I I took a lot out of I've taken a lot out of what I saw Tommy Knox do because my nephew used to be the offensive
Mm-hmm.
coordinator, coach, offensive analyst, and Knox is very freaking unpredictable. Like I seen we played Dutch Fork, Mallet Creek back when Trent Simpson, all those guys was playing, and Tommy Knox came out and ran like 3, 4 trick plays, like gadget plays, right out the gate. And guess what they were? wide the fuck open,
Mhm.
wide open, and he connected on him. And
Mhm.
I seen him do it before that when he was here in Charlotte. And I was like, but then he settle in, then he'll settle in, and then he'll get to his game plan. But
Mhm.
I think what he does is keep the teams honest and keep them on their damn toes,
Absolutely.
so they can't
Yeah.
settle in and just, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying, beat you with what they maybe have seen on film, right?
Right.
So this guy, man, I've taken a lot from him because he's really, really unpredictable. And another coach I watched for a long time, because both of my kids kind of went through him, was Coach Palmieri. You know what I'm saying? Coach Palmieri had a pretty aggressive style as well, man. So I watched some guys, and that's just me. Like, I run a tempo offense, and I'm running my offense based on the alignment of the defense, and
Mhm.
and what type of leverage they have. I'm not. Hell, I might see a kid, but like, shit, I'm gonna switch him to the slot. Hey, you go to the X, you go to the Y, right there. Just because I seen that this is gonna be a matchup issue, me putting them inside at the Y or the H, and then I might run something that's just wide open, man. Man, you swear though, no, we call them damn audibles right there at the line of scrimmage, son.
Yep.
I make adjustments. I call audibles the whole game. The whole game. I don't just sit in one style of offense and just run into your ass. And if you can stop
Mhm.
it, if you
Mhm.
can't, I don't do that. That's just me though. And I'm sure, I would have to clean up my act if I was to move to high school. I probably have to kind of, clean it up a
Not
little bit.
necessarily.
Yeah. But
Nah, actually, that's nah.
Yeah,
I won't
not
say that. Nah, that's
necessarily.
no,
It's
no,
not.
no.
I
But
don't
what you
think high
do,
school
it
football
works.
is as complicated as people think it is. It's still X's and
Absolutely
O's.
not.
You just got bigger,
What you
faster
talking about,
athletes.
I
right?
figured that.
And what you talking about doing, book? Be honest, it worked perfect in high school. Cause like you say all the time, and I say like a lot of coaches stick to that playbook, regardless of that playbook fit the kids they get coaching, or is it working in the game? They just stick to that playbook.
I
I mean, like
always.
ain't nothing imaginable. Yeah.
But you know what's crazy? You said this a couple shows ago, but it's still true in high school. A lot of these coaches are coaching to beat the other coach. You're coaching to beat kids.
Exactly.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm coaching against these kids. These kids are still 16, 15, 17. They're still
Yep.
kids.
Mm-hmm.
They got a
Absolutely.
little
Yep.
better skill set than a middle school kid, but you got more football experience than him.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
At least you should if you're coaching at that level. And yeah, you're not coaching against the coach because the coach
Now,
ain't in the field.
some of them get caught up in that.
Yeah, like
You're right, Carl.
like I said,
You're
I'm
right,
looking at
Philando.
I'm looking at these matchups that I can exploit, and that's what I'm going after because I'm going off the deficiency of that guy in that position that I'm trying to.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't got nothing to do with that coach's game plan.
Absolutely not.
No, I'm looking
That's
at this
just
kid and who I can beat.
that's it. I'm
Yeah,
always looking for matchups. So, and I think I don't know. It works for me. It's always worked for me.
been
We
working this year so far.
I mean, man, I'm a little. I know it's middle school, man. I'm a little disappointed in some of the opponents that we playing, because at the end of the day, if I take Coach Washington, Philando Hawk, and I put y'all on the staff, and we got these kids for a whole week, I'm gonna fire y'all motherfuckers if we out there looking like shit. I'll be like, hell no, because you get fired. At some point, you gotta ask,
Yeah,
what the hell is?
if I keep throwing up donuts every week, yeah,
Yeah,
man, it's time to change the diet.
Mm-hmm.
what the hell are we doing for 5 days?
Nothing.
For 5 days, and this is what you put on the football field. I understand some people just don't get the talent, right? So I get it in middle school football, as I'm in middle
Yeah,
school,
but you
and I
know what?
get it.
Nah, I ain't gonna let you do that. I ain't gonna let you let them
Okay,
off like that because me and Wash had a team that didn't have a ton of talent over at Sedgefield and went 5-2 with it. That was
right?
coaching.
Yeah, hey,
It's just understanding your personnel, knowing what they can do,
There you
what they
go.
Say it
can't do,
again,
Yep.
Philando.
and you work to their
Yep.
strengths.
Understanding your personnel, play
That's
to their
it.
strengths, get out of the damn strip
Yeah,
and
stop
play
trying to
to
make
your
them do stuff.
kids' strengths.
You trying to make these kids do stuff that college kids are doing. It's not gonna work.
It ain't gonna work.
The
Not at
quarterback
all.
can't throw 20 yards, run 5 to 10-yard routes.
Man, listen, man. I'm the defensive guy, but I know understand this. On offense, if I get 3 or 4 yards every time, using third down, I'm getting the first down.
You got that right.
That's all I care about. You know, you got these guys want to spread the ball around and try to throw these deep outs. Your quarterback don't have the arm talent for that.
Nope.
Absolutely not.
Some of them don't
Hey,
even
man.
have the quarterback to roll out, my boy.
Yeah. Like, come on.
You got to roll a quarterback.
I got
standing in the pocket. Sometimes roll them a little bit.
a little bit my ass.
I got to roll his ass so he can get that ball out of his hand. And
it's like this, Watch. You know, you watch these college kids, you watch these pros, and you watch these throws they do, right? They're pros. That's just like somebody, you know, they make it look easy. This is like watching golf on TV. They make it look easy. Go pick up a club. Find out how
I'm
easy
telling
it
you,
is.
high school and college, they are rolling a damn quarterback.
Yep.
Who ain't rolling that quarterback?
Rolling. Let's get the quarterbacks rolling.
I'm gonna tell you something right now. If I don't roll my damn quarterback, we won't have a long day because that motherfucker's a midget.
Right.
Hey, he got it. But you know what though? I gotta say, he's dynamic. He's dynamic, and I know what his strengths are. I'll be a damn fool to sit back there and watch this kid and force him to become a pocket passer, bro. It ain't happening.
Well, can't do it. Not to say he can't, but that ain't gonna. You gotta cater to his strengths.
That's understanding your personnel. That's it. Understand what his capabilities are, and let's maximize them.
Yeah, I don't have a kid. You mean to tell me I got a bunch of 5'8" linemen, and I'm gonna expect for my kid, my 5'6" quarterback to be able to see over them?
And then make that throw out there.
We rolling out. We rolling out. We setting the edge. We making sure we creating space for him. We making sure that the first person when he roll around that corner, hey, we attacking him. We making sure we protect him. Get that defensive end out of there. We got to get him. You know, it's different from probably high school, but we blocking them linebackers from blitzing on him when he come. You know, when he roll out, and then we give him giving him options. Hey man, the kid. I got a little 7th grader man that's putting up some numbers, but and I'm gonna say Ash Jones, boy, he's a 7th grade quarterback, and everybody can look at him. He's a little undersized. That's a bad boy. He's a bad boy, and he's gonna be a dynamic. He's gonna grow. You know, he hadn't hit his growth spurt yet.
I don't see a lot of undersized quarterbacks getting it done this year, bro. Being athletes and running the system and getting it done.
There you go.
Only tall quarterback I seen was the kid from McClintock. He had height and a nice arm, but most of these quarterbacks have been undersized, and they've been doing a great job.
Yeah, man, I done seen a lot of quarterback undersized. Somebody else had an undersized quarterback, one of these middle schools. If I thought about it, I could probably call him out, man. He was a small kid, man, but tough, hard nosed, and looks like he was playing within their system. So, and that's super important. But a lot of these, I don't know, man. I tell guys don't get stuck in your playbook, man. Don't get stuck in your playbook.
Get out if you need to, and just build something for what your kids got.
To me, man, you gotta have an arsenal of different styles. Like for high school, I know for middle school, I know maybe not so much for high school. Getting a consistent snap, gun snap. Motherfucker, if you can't snap the gun, I saw y'all lose a game because of a snap, but and if you wouldn't have lost that snap, you'd have won that game. But so it does happen, but not as frequent. They're a little bit more consistent. I mean, you gotta have. I told the head coach, I said, listen, man, one thing about me, man, I've always been able to create at least 80% of my playbook. We can do the same thing under center that we can do in the gun. Might have to modify it a little bit, the timing on it, get the timing on it right, but I can go up under center because sometimes it's gonna rain. You know, sometimes it's gonna rain, man. Sometimes you're gonna get a nose guard that's might be whooping your center's ass, and he more worried about him than getting the snap off and the snap
Mhm.
place. So we're gonna go under center,
There you
right?
go.
So I think you got to be able to modify that, and like you said, that's just once again knowing your personnel and being able to make that adjustment on the fly. So um hey man, that shit don't happen by. I mean, people ain't winning by accident. I don't think so. I mean, hell, you just winning that shit. That shit ain't by accident. It's
Yeah.
because you make adjustments. You got the right people around you. You ain't, ain't no egos, and you stick to who you are. Like Coach said earlier, be who you are, man, and be true to who you are. Know who you are, right?
Peace.
So that's what we're doing. So listen, you see the records up here. Really ain't kind of self-explanatory. Got Piedmont.
I think these next 2 weeks are going to be crucial, especially in that. Let me pull it up. What division?
You see it
is
right
that?
there on the screen.
That
That Eastern Division, that's the tightest.
that
You got a lot of
the
three
Southern
there.
and then that Eastern. When it comes down to
That second
you
place
got
race.
AG Carmel, and then you still got that Jay and Robinson, one loss. So I don't know if they played each other, but these next 2 weeks is going to be real crucial. Who's going to be number 2?
Yeah, the number 2s, the number 1s are pretty much
Number 2's going to have to play all the games.
Yeah,
you ain't gonna know that number 2 until the end of the season, unless you get them in the next week's matchup. But it's gonna come down to these next 2 weeks to determine in that North, in that Southern, and that Eastern, who's going to take that number 2 seed.
And last year it was some good football, middle school.
Very good football.
It was some really good middle school football with those Elite Eight teams. From when people talk about middle school football, and we're trending upward. I'll keep saying that, but go to that middle school playoffs. You'll see some real good, solid football. Look like some good up and coming athletes. You'll find them good up and coming athletes, in these 8 teams that you see, and there's a lot more talent out here other than just the Elite 8 kids too. So yeah. So man, that's coming up, man. Y'all make sure y'all follow us, man. You know what I'm saying? Watch. You know what I'm saying? You gotta hang in there with us, dog.
Hey, I'm hanging in there, man. Hey, my mind is getting through these next 2, and I'm all, I'm always about the future. I'm putting something together. Changes, hey, we gonna be all right back at the Siege, bro.
Just let me know if you need. Just let me know if you need.
Be all right at the Siege, man.
They're gonna charge you. Hey, they charge at the gate.
Hopefully we get some media pass.
I'll put your name. I'll put your name.
Hey, they charge you per week. You get knocked out, they make you come back and pay the next week.
Look, so what you said? He gonna have to pay to see the playoffs?
No, I'm gonna get him a ticket.
I'll be still back somewhere getting these scores.
I just let him know that.
I'm with a cigar. I'll be some back chilling, enjoying my free time. Got my free time back.
I'll just let them know they charge at the gate. That's all.
Hey, you can get a weekend pass though.
Yeah.
Boy,
I mean, I'm gonna have my phone with me.
There. They tight over there, boy. You lose.
Let
the coaches get in. You play the first round. They charge you the second round.
Hey, look here, watch. Look here, watch. Don't y'all have the same colors? You can wear one of your shirts and just cover up the little.
Oh man, nah, they want the dance and everything, Flendo.
When we run in the gate, just get in the middle. Get in the middle. Get in the middle of the pack.
I'm a special consultant for the playoff run.
No, man,
I got kicked out the field in the championship.
Hey, Philando Hawk, man, y'all make sure y'all tap in, man. I think Philando, you went to some of them games last year.
I went to all of them.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah,
all of them.
Yeah, man. Make sure y'all.
So when to start?
Shit,
they start in 2 weeks.
4 weeks.
3 more weeks.
November.
Y'all got a makeup. They got a makeup game though, don't they?
Yeah, everybody got a makeup game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and they better play them too. Those makeup games gonna be.
No, I don't even want to play mine.
You gotta play it.
J.M. Alexander versus Ridge Road.
Hey, listen, man, that's good. Live
my kid hurt.
That's
I
y'all
ain't
makeup game.
I ain't trying to get nobody hurt either. Ridge Road. Yeah,
That's who y'all got. Reed's Road.
yeah, that's our makeup game.
Well, that's a pride game.
That's a pride game, yeah, for them.
That's a pride game.
Yeah.
They don't get
That's the
knocked
kids
off.
look
That'll be
forward to that.
upset of the year.
I mean, we're gonna play the game regardless. We're gonna play the game. I don't think they're gonna play them. I think they
You don't
only
think they're
gonna
gonna, you
play
don't
the
think they're
ones.
gonna play?
I don't think they're gonna play. I think CMS is only gonna play the ones that have
That
playoff
means
implications.
okay. That
Yeah,
makes sense.
right. And because the overall rule is you can't play 2 games in 1 week, and those games are being played on Tuesday, right? Tuesday or Wednesday, and then the playoff starts that Saturday.
Yeah.
Oh
So
wow.
Well, you know what, book? They put it in there for a reason. They was
No,
thinking
well,
ahead this year.
yeah.
They were
What you mean?
thinking ahead because some games are going to come down because of that problem we had last year.
Point differential though.
Yep, but people don't want to hear that. Last year you had 2 teams. Some teams couldn't make it because they couldn't play the last game, or they couldn't determine who was first and second with a flip. This year, them coaches don't want to hear that. They want to play it out.
Yeah, I would
we should
love
play
to
it
see
out.
those games. Like Antoine said, the Central Division could be possibly a 3-way tie. Wilson,
Yeah.
somebody got to play, and I agree with you right there, Coach Smith. Yeah, they got to let them play. But last year, CMS came down with this bull crap, and I love CMS, and I'm glad they're doing this.
They only took it out 6 games. They didn't anticipate the 7 games.
They went by they did a coin toss last year.
Oh,
they did
they
did a coin toss because J.M. Alexander and Ransom was both undefeated. They didn't play each other last year. They flipped the coin to see who's going to be number 1, who's going to be number 2.
And that was the problem because they didn't look at the whole season. It wasn't based off the whole season. And so many coaches complained about that. We want the full season.
Yeah.
Now you got the full season. And I think they were thinking ahead. In case it rained, we have to throw in a makeup week.
Yeah, and they did that. And hopefully everybody plays there. I want all the games to be played. You know, I want everybody to get a fair chance. I want everybody to get a fair chance at being getting an opportunity to be in the Elite 8, man. I really do. And I want everybody to get their last final game, man, that pride game. You know,
I heard a coach saying that he heard a team don't want to, they're not gonna play him. And I'm like, how unfair is that for the kids, for the coach to make that decision? Oh, I ain't gonna play them.
For that 7th grader. Okay. I'm playing them. I'm on my 7th grader. Right. So hey, these middle school kids, all right. Yeah, don't fight. You gotta advocate for them to play their game. You want them to come back.
Right now, we having a this is my worst year right here. But guess what? We gonna play every game.
Yeah.
We ain't running for no smoke. We gonna play every game. We ain't running. We gonna play every game on this schedule. And not one game I'm saying, nah, we ain't gonna play. Nah, we don't put all that work in. We gonna finish out.
Yeah, man. Anybody ain't be ducking no smoke, man. Just go ahead and play the game, man. But it's been a good season, but it's done come down to the wire, man.
Come down to the wire. These next 2 games gonna be very important.
Yeah, and they're gonna be some good games too. They're gonna be some good tight games, man. But forget all that. Forget all that. We gotta talk about this. Big game coming this weekend. Gonna decide what's what, where you are as a character, as a team, where you are. Butler Bulldogs against Castle. What we got, baby? That boy, look.
Nah, it's a good one.
Did they freeze?
Are y'all tied? Tied?
We talking.
Y'all tied for what?
Yeah, so whoever wins this game is assured at least the title, share the title.
They share the title.
With Independence or what?
And then we got Independence. The Independence game will what happens here, say we win tomorrow night, then the Independence game is for the outright.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Dang, you got Butler and Catholic and Mallard Creek and doggone her.
Yeah. Oh,
well,
yeah.
Hey, them boys over at Catholic done got a little bit of trouble though.
Who that?
Catholic.
What they doing? Vaping?
Man, listen, they had some big bullying incident. From what I'm hearing, they losing a lot of players for that game tomorrow night.
Right.
Yeah.
But you
Oh, so
don't
that
see
is true.
Huh?
So that is true.
That's the word. They saying I'm hearing 7 to 9 players are gonna be out.
but you want them all to play, don't you?
I
Why
want them
is
to
they
play.
bullying kids?
Yeah.
You want all the smoke though, don't you?
Man,
Oh, yeah.
listen, like I'm hanging out with Wash, smoking cigars.
I'm about to go fire one up as soon as I get off this.
Hey man, listen, bro. Listen, man. We like I told y'all before. We know what we got. We know what we've been working on and what we've had, and it's coming together, man. So,
Right. You
when
guys
it's
healthy?
supposed to, it
Are y'all
counts.
healthy? Y'all still battling a few injuries?
Nah, we
Or
still battling. I mean, we lost our starting quarterback. You know what? We good.
Mm-hmm.
But I hear the
Zach ain't-
backup is a pretty good. I heard he a pretty good quarterback. He's a pretty good kid. He's been holding it
All
down.
right, man. He's gonna be. He getting developed. You
True
know.
stick.
Yeah, true. He's doing his thing, man. It's
He got good.
listen,
Yeah.
He
you
got
got
good
you got
footwork.
Doing a whole lot better.
Can he move?
Understand
Can
who
he?
you
Can he
working with.
run?
No.
Yeah,
He
he can
ain't
move.
Hey, he ran 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
His first
He
Well,
can
game.
move.
they was inside the 5.
Hey, listen, you asked if he can run. He ran and scored twice.
Hey, he
Now
can
you
He
run.
know
ran that far. Yeah, to
If
the
you can
run.
get the 5 on your scramble, I can take that every time. We can reset.
All
No,
day
hey,
long.
look, man.
Next slide.
Let me tell you something. The Drusik kid, his brother is good. Christian, I coach his son. I coached his brother. Christian is a hell. Now he's gonna be a hell of a pickup for somebody. His younger brother. And I don't think he's playing for anybody right now, as far as like middle school, because I think he was homeschooled or something. But he's that dude, much taller. I think he's taller than his brother. I don't know. I haven't seen his brother in a while. He's still. I don't know if he's grown, but Christian, that younger, huh?
He's got a little height on him. He's not
That's good.
giant,
Is he
but
6
he's not
feet?
midget.
Is he
might be
6
right
feet?
at it. Right at it.
Yeah. Yeah, he got an outstanding younger brother, Christian, man. And then they got a whole quarterback family, man. Patty and yeah, that's his mom, Patty.
Right.
Y'all met Patty?
Is it a home game or away game?
Yeah,
We play at home.
home game.
Woo!
Oh my good. Catholic coming to the trap. Hey,
Yep.
listen, it ain't gonna be no coming in your trap taking over your trap, is it?
Hey, listen.
Nah.
Hey, what my man say? We kick off at 7:00.
All right.
That's all you can do.
That's all you can do.
The weather's gonna be nice too.
Crispy.
Yeah.
You're gonna have, yep. You're gonna have some good weather. And hey man, it's on. The
So
game
these
plan. I'm sure y'all got the game.
running that wing T stuff. What are they running? Are they passing or they still got
Man,
that?
you know,
no,
they Charlotte Catholic.
They still
They
can.
run the ball, but they pass the ball out of
They
it.
pass the
They
ball too.
quarterback got good on.
They're a run heavy
He can
team.
actually on.
I think it depends on what's working for them, honestly.
Yeah.
But watch the tight ends.
Yeah, they love that
That's
tight
gonna
end.
be
Well, they got a receiver. They're number 80. Nice for him.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
he'll play make.
That's like I said, Catholic gonna be Catholic. You ain't just gonna go out there and
Mhm.
push them over.
Yeah. They tackle good. I tell you what,
Yeah.
it's gonna be very interesting if y'all beat them. It's gonna be real interesting.
Hey, man,
yeah.
We're not going there to
They
lose.
playing.
Like I said, even in high school, it's coming down to these last 2-3 games.
Yeah, man.
Oh yeah.
Coming down.
But
Get
like
ready for
man,
the
listen,
playoff.
bro, like we said, man, everybody counted us out at 0-4. So we just playing, we just having fun playing football.
Right.
I hope y'all get it,
You're
man.
right.
I hope y'all knock them off and get to Independence, because I can tell you right now, they was talking trash in them stands, them parents. They was talking trash.
Oh, I know. Hey,
and I was
we
like,
know.
man, come on, you act like the coach ain't got nothing going for himself. And how many people left the team from last year that's coming back to actually start it? Like,
Right.
Man,
come on, like, be realistic.
Hey, B1. Don't worry about it. He's gonna get addressed.
Man.
We beat Independence. Oh, trust and believe. You're gonna get addressed. Be a lot of them. Trust and believe that. Oh yeah.
I want these parents they be in the cloud, bro. They be not cloud 9, they be on cloud 18.
They doubled up.
Man, God damn, what you not looking at your kid? Are you not being realistic? Sometimes you gotta look at your kid and be like,
Hey man, listen.
come on now. Even my son, I'm realistic. That
Well,
speed
that's
to
a
get
big guy, though.
great speed. Come on, realistic,
That's a
Wash.
big guy. Come on, man. That's a big guy.
Realistic.
Nah,
These
but
parents are
hey man, listen,
delusional.
like
Big guy
Coach
balling.
said, man. If you think your son that guy, I'm gonna send his tape to the where you think he should go and let the coach.
That is the best way to hit him.
I'll show you what he
That's
said.
good.
But
That's
B1,
good.
hey, me and Robert Washington, man, we've been doing it for 8 years. If some of the kids on right now knew what the coaches thought about their kids, I can promise you, they might make their kid quit football.
I don't
We
think that's what
save a lot of
it is,
people's
man.
feelings.
This is
We
what he
save a lot of
said.
feelings, man.
This is what he said. He
Oh.
like, thank you, Coach Wash. I need to see this.
Yep. Okay.
That motivates some kids. I'm gonna work on everything on this list. But some parents will be like, oh, they don't know what the hell they talking about.
Of
That
course.
man
Right,
paid
right,
a lot of
right.
money to tell you that.
Man,
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, man. Them recruiting shit, you gotta keep it real with your kid, though.
Bro, they lying to him. Hey,
Coach
hey,
was right, man. Man, you were right. You gotta keep it real with these kids.
it's my partner in Durham. He talked about this certain trainer, right? Now, Hawk, you know for years because you've been taking kids to school. I was doing it, taking kids to the game,
College visits, right?
to these college games. He got my man say he got the kids thinking they getting recruited because he getting them on the recruitment list for these big games, and their parents are thinking their kid is actually.
You know your kid
ignorance is
going to
bliss.
Alabama.
You know what I'm saying? He got them going to these NC State Chapel Hill games on the recruitment
lot
list.
Of foolery, man.
And they really think they kids.
That's where they going. Hey, bro, I'm gonna tell you what I never liked about that recruitment shit, man. I told mine, man, trying on that damn uniform. Don't put that shit on, man. Don't put on no damn Alabama, Michigan, LA. Don't put the uniform. I understand, man. Just get the experience and the exposure. That's when them parents get delusional as hell, like what you saying.
Big time delusion. Oh yeah.
I told my son, we gonna know. And I ain't gonna lie, it ain't just about my son, because I was realistic about my son. My son is exactly where he is what he earned. Period. That's he Western Carolina. Boom. Man, I told him we're gonna put on one uniform. We're gonna put on the uniform where you going to play football, man. We ain't putting on all that shit. That motherfucker, he put that Western Carolina uniform on, and that's exactly who gave him that money. They gave him that money. Yeah. They appreciate him. They wanted him.
He taking them to these games, and they posting. They recruit my son.
We never put on. I don't do that shit, bro. I don't believe in that. Yeah. The experience is great. It's cute. It's great.
Yeah, we can go do it.
Inspirational, but come on, man.
If you walk in that locker room and they got a jersey with your name on it, that's different.
Yeah. And they got that locker, and you see that locker with your name on it.
That's different. That's being recruited.
Yeah.
No, he's selling. Hey, he training and selling that hoop dream. I'm not gonna hate him.
That's all he doing.
But he's selling that hoop dream, and they drinking it. They drinking that lady, baby. I'm gonna do a podcast on it.
Oh boy, here we go.
Yes, sir. I just think that uniform thing just always got me. I was like, man, them poor kids, man. Don't put that damn Alabama.
But LSU. You know what, book? They put an end to that. So, like, if they ain't getting recruited, they ain't got an offer, then they can't take pictures on no more.
That's good.
That makes sense. If it ain't a committable offer, man, and what you trying to uniform for, though?
Hey, and we got to keep bringing up that word committable. We got to make sure these parents and kids know when you get that offer, hit him right back. Is this committable?
Yeah, asking that committable.
Posting that shit on Twitter, you ask him, is it committable? Because if he tell you no, don't post that shit. They ain't no offer.
Yeah, they gonna post it.
They can post it because it make it look good on Twitter. B1. They gonna post it anyway about that clout.
What you just said.
That's what it is. Clout chasing.
They do it for clout.
Chasing. They don't care.
Yeah, they definitely.
They good.
You know what, man? I'm thinking that wrong. Maybe it could bring another offer.
But sometimes it don't.
Bring another.
Sometimes it don't, B1.
In the conference.
Sometimes it do. Sometimes it don't.
Right.
So I mean, a lot of times it don't. Sometimes it do. A lot of times it don't.
Bro, I'm I'm gonna tell you something. We went to Furman. Me and Zion went to Furman, bro. And Furman told Zion Booker that he was the #1 kid on their recruiting board in the country. #1. #1. Them mother. I ain't heard a bleep bleep thing from them after we left that school. We went up there like two, 3 times. They got a new receiver coach. They said we ain't gonna offer you. We ain't gonna give you an official offer because we're still waiting on the receiver coach. They was trying to hire a receiver coach. Man, I guess they got that new receiver coach in, and he brought in his boys. And probably who he was recruiting from wherever he was.
That's how it goes.
I knew Western Carolina was on him because I think he got hurt. He was a little injured, nicked up or something before my camp. And the Western Carolina coach was like, yo, who you got coming? I was like, the Booker kid gonna be. He was like, boy, he kept asking me about that Booker kid. He kept asking me. I was like, I think he injured. He was like, but is he gonna be out here?
Right. I don't think he came. Man, that recruiting shit.
He was nicked up.
Them kids, people gotta really be knowledgeable, man, with them kids, man, and be realistic with them kids, man. Because
but they don't want to hear the truth though, man.
Hey, them damn recruiters be lying to these kids too, man. They need to cut that shit out.
Oh yeah, they don't use calls here, man.
Man, they be lying like hell.
They be lying like hell, these kids, bro. They be believing that.
When the kids do something, I'm like, but you just lying like hell.
Man, you gotta find out.
Then, hey man, it's a dirty game. Then
very dirty.
You find somebody else, you won't even answer the kid. You won't stop texting him, won't answer his text, won't even call him. But you need to stand up as men.
Hey, UNC Charlotte offered my boy. Yeah, they gave him an offer. They offered my boy, so we was getting down to the season start. I said, hey man, I want you to go ahead and commit to one of these schools, man, before the season start, man. Get that shit off your head. So you won't have all that pressure and shit. You can just get out here and ball and just play. I said, right now, these are the offers that's on the board. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, he want to wait. He was in that same mindset as these other kids, waiting on something bigger. And I was like, nigga, how you, blah, blah, beep, beep, bleep, ain't waiting on nothing bigger, man. This is what you got right here on the table. You got to pick one. So we go to pick one. So he's like, all right. So he said, Dad, well, I called the coach over at UNC Charlotte, and he said, wait. I said, what the hell you mean, wait?
Get him off the list. Scratch him out.
Ain't no meat on. If he's telling you to wait, it ain't no meat on them bones, boy.
Right.
That's an empty soda can. It is empty.
I like that. I like
it. That thing they don't pour the soda out of that one, boy. It's gone. Ain't no fizz on it. Hey, listen. We better call somebody else. We better call. And then
but these kids crazy. You have somebody table. Here it is, boy. I'm putting that money on the table. And you still wait for a team that ain't even put a penny down as a deposit. Not even a penny.
They wait for the FBS.
I said, you wait for somebody that ain't gave you a penny, and these people don't put all this money down here. You still waiting on somebody that ain't even gave you a penny.
Man, Western Carolina called that boy, and the whole coaching staff was in the background. And the recruiter was like, we on the phone with Zion Booker. And all of them was like, yeah, we got him, that boy from Chambers. We got one of them Chambers dogs. I said, boy, that's where we going. Right there, boy. Listen, them boys right there sound like they ready. And they won't.
Better go where they want.
Yep.
Better go. And you gotta get these guys out, man. A&T did us dirty. A&T ought to be shaming their damn self what they got going on.
Hey.
No, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. A&T full of shit. Hey, A&T recruiters, y'all full of shit. They are. No, they're full of shit. Listen, A&T, them recruiters at A&T is a shit.
That boy went hard.
No, they full of shit. They be, man.
The whole chest.
Hey, what's their record?
0 for a lot.
I don't know.
They may have won. I don't even know if they won a game, man. They may have got. They beat Winston-Salem State in overtime.
Central is going to get these North Carolina kids and shit. And there, A&T on that bullshit. We're gonna go to South Florida. We're gonna go all the way over. We're gonna go here and we're gonna go there. We're gonna go here. Your ass is 1 in 5 right damn now because you bamboozled these damn North Carolina kids and shit. You're full of shit. And that's why you 1 in 5. Period. Now I'm saying it. I said
Hey,
that. I ain't got to lose.
hey,
I ain't got
all
to
right.
lose. I can tell you one thing right now.
Well.
My son, I don't give a damn how many numbers he put up. One school he won't transfer to. If he decide to ever transfer, it'll be fucking A&T. I can tell you that shit. And they're gonna be like, man, I seen his daddy. This is daddy on the podcast. It is. Keith, fucking do not go to A&T because y'all full of shit.
Well, they got one. They got one Booker.
Hmm?
They got one Booker that's Aggie. They won't get another one.
He got that paper too, boy. Hey, he walked that stage too, boy. Hey, listen. They got one of them Booker walk that stage. You hear me?
They got one of them Bookers.
Yeah, he got that paper too. He can throw that paper around. Yes, sir. But Zion Booker will not go to fucking A&T. I can tell you that shit right now. We'll go JUCO.
There you go.
No, but he good. Western Carolina taking care of my boy. He good. But these kids, man, y'all gotta keep it real with these kids, man. Hawk, I know you keeping it real with them. Hawk could go put them on the damn cart with 22s on it. Goddamn over that game. Like, we get off the bus. We get off the bus. We might get off the bus over about 6, 7, 8 blocks down. Shit. But goddamn Hawk, boy, they know, oh, it's Chris Hawk over there. Shit. Yeah, that boy got a golf cart with gold wheels on it.
with Yankees on.
Hey, we ride. Hey, look, I'm talking about riding all the way through the tunnel, all the way to the field, boy. I'm talking about 10,000 people in the crowd. Here go Chris Hawk.
Hawk do a good job, man. Hawk gonna do a good job of getting you that information you need on the team.
Hey, Hawk gonna
let him know, Hawk.
Yeah, and the tickets.
So now,
I said,
Hawk gonna get you that information. You send him some. I sent him a list. He sent the list back with the name, with the phone number, everything that was incomplete. He sent the shit right back with everything on it. I said, good job. I got a list from another coach. It was incomplete. Hawk, you know some of these kids. He sent the shit right back with their phone numbers, the head coach phone numbers, got the GPAs. I sent it right back over.
Hell yeah.
There you go.
Teamwork. Hey, but you know what? People don't think people be working for these kids in the background, man. Some people be talking about how they be working for these kids.
No. Yeah,
I don't know who really be.
I don't know who working, but I know Hawk. But I know one thing. Hawk, Hawk gonna get you in that damn lunchroom where they serving that big ass, that nice ass meal too. Special meal.
Oh, yeah.
Good food. We're gonna eat. When you go with Hawk, tell him Hawk, we're gonna eat too. We're gonna walk the sideline. We're gonna get right there by the coach. And I don't give a damn if it's Alabama, Clemson, Carolina. We're gonna eat and we're gonna be on the sideline. Boy, I love it, boy. Hawk a damn dog. And then when it's time to go, oh, you ready to go? Shit. They gonna he got limousine service.
You do crazy, man.
That boy a VIP. He's a VIP.
I ain't never had to walk back to the car if I go down there with Hawk. I ain't gotta walk back to the car. To the bus.
So now we walking back.
Hey, look. Or you can do like we did, go to Clifton and get towed.
Oh, hell, I
gotta get off this thing. I gotta go hit me a stick before I lay it down.
All right,
man.
Yeah, I gotta get off these fellas.
Yeah, man, but hey, check it out. Then we'll just end it right here, man. We appreciate everybody coming, man. And next week, hey, good luck to y'all boys. Butler, Friday night,
appreciate it, fella.
And you know we watching, baby. We rooting for y'all, man. Good luck. Take Catholic down, man. And in the season, I know y'all got it in you, man. I already know y'all do, man. Let's just get that shit done. Hey, twin, love you, man. Hey, finish strong for us, man. Keep supporting me.
I'm playing my baby.
Good luck, twin. Good luck, twin.
All right,
I know that's right. Appreciate y'all boys, man.
This motherfucker.